Is your church under judgment? The difference between God's kingdom and Satan's kingdom is night and day, good and evil, light and dark. They are complete opposites. God's kingdom reigns forever over all other kingdoms. Satan's kingdom is already defeated. God and his kingdom doesn't mix with Satan and his kingdom, period. But if that is what we choose, kingdom mixing, God will say, I never knew you. People church hop nowadays like all churches are the same, but they are not. All churches are not God's house. And if God didn't tell you to go there, you shouldn't be there. And if you can't hear God yet for yourself, you should be in his word where he actually speaks. God brings warning before he brings judgment. He doesn't surprise us. And he is bringing judgment on everything that does not belong to him, regardless of denomination. When you see God bringing someone down to their knees, they were already notified or warned beforehand. You just don't know it. And the pastors won't tell you that because they are stuck in pride. Those pastors have ignored God for years, and their conscience is sealed. They wouldn't know Jesus if he showed up. But some prophets and intercessors know that these pastors have been warned because God sends prophets to warn, and he will send intercessors to go after his lost sheep. God will hunt you down to keep you from falling down. But if you just insist on falling, he'll let you go. And if you are in a church that has more flesh than spirit, operate more by their passion for party than obedience to God, has more clowning in the spirit than bearing the fruit of the spirit, and the preacher is involved in everything he should be preaching against, that church might be under warning or judgment. And if you're in this type church, and if you haven't even asked God if he wants you there or where you should be in his kingdom in this hour, you have attached yourself to the judgment that you've chosen, and not to mention the demonic spirits on these pastors that are passed on to you to keep you bound to those churches. We are all accountable to God individually, not as a church building. There are many places you can go if you just want entertainment. But in this hour, if you want to follow Christ, he is the one who has to tell you where you should be. Proverbs 28:18. Whoso walketh uprightly shall be saved, but he that is perverse in his ways shall fall at once.